Okay, so it's probably about time we talk about the Sirtfood Diet, this miracle diet that helped Adele lose a bunch of weight, and she looks fantastic, but that's another topic. Let's talk about why the diet works, the myths around the diet, because of course they're peddling it as some kind of fantastic new thing that no one's really heard about before, and you could lose, double digits of pounds eating dark chocolate and drinking red wine, which sounds fantastic, right? And hey, if it works for you, it probably is, but it works, not surprisingly, just like any other diet. So let's jump into it. So this is how they're setting up the diet, or what it tells you, at least the first part of the diet jumps into. So what can we see here? In week 1, just like any other diet, it's just creating a calorie deficit. They even say that in the first week, you should be consuming around about 1,000 calories, and that consists of 2 of these green juices containing a lot of these Sirt foods, which we'll jump into in a little bit, but also 1 meal of around 400 to 600 calories a day. Now, this is what I would call a buy-in phase, because if you drink 2 green juices that are probably at most about 150 calories each, and then have a meal of actually about 400 calories, you will not only be in the giant calorie deficit, but you'll also be taking on board way less food volume that actually counts towards your scale weight. So your scale weight will drop very, very fast, and it will bring down that scale weight really rapidly and cause you to think, oh wow, this diet is the best diet ever, and generates what I like to call buy-in, which you can do in any other way. It's the same way a low carb or even a ketogenic diet works and creates this feeling of success and buy-in. A lot of it is down to dropping a lot of body weight, a lot of food volume, a lot of water contained in with some of the food you've been eating before, and you get this massive whoosh on the scale, which makes you think that this diet is a miracle. It's not. It's the same way all the other diets work. It creates a massive calorie deficit, and then even after that, on those ongoing weeks, it recommends somewhere around 1,500 calories a day, which again, even when you have that 1 green juice, which is going to be about 150 calories maximum, and a couple of 400, 500 calorie meals, you're actually still, if you're conservative, not even topping out at 1,200 calories. So again, it's just a fairly aggressive calorie deficit, which for most people will create this massive weight loss. Now, in terms of the foods they recommend, the Sirt foods, there's nothing that special going on there. They are low calorie, highly nutrient dense, and quite voluminous. Like all those greens are things you should probably be eating anyway. They are going to help you to create big, voluminous meals for very low calories. That's, again, the secret why this diet might actually be more sustainable for some people than some of the other variations of these kind of these faddy media diets. So that's exactly what you should be focusing on. There's nothing wrong with the foods that they're recommending, but there's nothing particularly special about them either. These kind of sirtuin genes that they claim to be turning on and off, you can't out genetic a calorie surplus, right? So there's nothing about these foods that are gonna create a huge amount of fat loss compared to anything else, because these sirtuin genes don't change your metabolism that drastically to outpace a calorie surplus. You still, and they even mention it, have to create these calorie deficits. As a side note, anyone who is shaming or getting angry at Adele for losing all that weight, it says a lot more about your psychology than it does about hers and her success. She's probably happier, healthier, and it's her body as well. It's her life. So you getting angry and mad about someone else losing weight says a lot more about your insecurities than anything else. So just bear that in mind if you have any ill feeling towards anyone else's weight loss success. I hope that clears up a few questions about the Sirtuin diet or Sirtfood diet. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, but again, don't fall for the hype. It's like every other diet. It works by creating an energy deficit. That's it.